Hey, I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Today we've got our Honda Talon 1000X-4 in the shop, and we've installed our Tusk Stage 2 Upgrade Kit on it. Now the Stage 2 kit, this thing's gonna make your new machine stand out and look good and give you a more comfortable ride. So what the kit includes is the folding glass windshield, you've got the pivot folding mirrors with A-pillar mounts, a Polycarb rear window, and the aluminum lower door inserts. So that's what comes in the kit. All this stuff is really easy to install, so let me show you how. To start out, we're gonna prep this rear window. So what we need to do, number one, I have a blanket laid down, that way we don't accidentally damage it or scratch it, and I've got rubber gloves to keep my fingerprints off of it. And then we're gonna remove the protective film from both sides. Next, we need to prep our bulb seal. So with this, you're gonna have a longer strip and a shorter strip. The longer strip of bulb seal goes across the bottom and the shorter one across the top. Now, when you're pressing this down into place, if you want this to fit tighter onto that rear window, you can simply pinch this together. You're gonna have a tighter fit. But just keep in mind, you don't necessarily need to do that. That's just if you have a spot that isn't fitting very tight. So we've got that centered, and then we're just gonna work it from one end all the way down to the other. Now for the bottom seal, what I'm gonna do is fold this in half and find the center, and then we're gonna start installing this right in the middle and work our way out towards the edges, because this isn't gonna go all the way out to the ends and we still want it to be centered. Now we can take the rear window over to the machine, and it's a lot easier if you have a friend help you do this. Now we're just gonna set this into place, make sure you have the seal sitting flush across the top and on the bottom, and then we're gonna install the roll cage clamp. So we're just gonna wrap the clamp around the roll cage. We're gonna go through the slot in the rear window, and then in the clamp we have this little bar. We're gonna go behind it. Just set that temporarily like that, push it back through the slot. Once it's through the slot, we can tighten down the strap all the way and secure it. Then we're just gonna do the same thing with the remaining 3 clamps. Moving on to the folding glass windshield. We have the decals facing down, so this is gonna be the inside of the windshield. Right across the top, we've got 2 different pieces of foam tape that came in the kit. We're gonna stick the shorter piece of foam tape all the way across the top of this. Once you have it pretty close to center, you can go ahead and remove the rest of the backing and stick that down into place. Next, we have our bulb seal. You're gonna have 3 different sizes. So the longer piece, that's right in the middle. Next to that, you're gonna have the 2 medium length pieces, and then the shortest ones are gonna go on the outsides. And again, this is all across the bottom. And one more thing I do want to mention with this, obviously the bulb seal itself is going to face in towards the cab when you're pressing that on. Next, we're going to assemble the vent door brackets. I'm going to start on the passenger side, and I've got bracket A in my hand. Now this does have a bend in it, so when I set this into place, this bend is going to be facing down if the windshield was installed in the machine. We're going to take 2 M6 by 16 millimeter button head bolts. We're going to go through the front side of that windshield frame, through the bracket, and then we've got the M6 flange nuts on the other side. We're going to leave all this hardware loose, then we'll make some final adjustments and tighten it all down at the same time. The next bracket we're going to install is bracket C. So that's what this one is, and it's going to have the bend just like that and face bracket A. Again, we've got those same flange nuts going through the front and through the bracket, but this time we're going to use 2 nylock nuts. Set those in place. Now we're going to take bracket B. We've got another M6 by 16 button head bolt. We're going to go through that, through bracket C as well, and then we've got the nylock nut on the back side. After that, we're going to install this knob through bracket B. We've got a friction washer. We'll put that on and then screw this into bracket A. And then from here we can go ahead and do the mirror image of that on the other side. Now that everything's loosely assembled, we're going to go ahead and tighten everything down. Just keep in mind this bolt that goes through bracket B and then through bracket C, we're going to screw this bolt in until it lightly seats and then back off the nut about 1/8 of a turn so it can still pivot. So that's seated right there. Back it off just a little bit. That's going to be able to move still. So from here we can just make final adjustments and tighten the hardware down. Once you have that hardware tightened down, it's a good idea to loosen the knob, make sure the vent opens and closes all the way on both sides, and if you need to, go ahead and make more adjustments. Next, we're going to install the windshield wiper onto the windshield. So for this, I've flipped it around just to better show the process, but we need to remove that plug in the top. So there's 2 tabs on it. If you can't just press it out, you might have to use some pliers to squeeze down on the tabs while you press it. Next, we need to install the wiper mount. So the wiper handle coming all the way through, it has that small nut on the end. Take that off and remove the handle. We've got the 2 larger nuts. I'm just going to remove one of those, a washer and a grommet. And then we're going to install this. And then we'll put this grommet, washer, and nut back on the other side. Once you've done that, you want to go ahead and snug both of these nuts down just with some 17mm wrenches. You don't have to go crazy with them, but just keep in mind we're compressing that rubber so it holds it in place. And then I'm actually going to flip this over to better show the process. To get the wiper blade ready, we're going to press on the 2 tabs on the side and pop this plastic cover up. Then we've got the wiper arm. We're going to stick through there and hook this all the way down into place. Pull it tight, and then press the cover back down. Once you do that, press up on the cover for the mount. Now with the handle, I'm just going to try to line up that arm of the handle with the wiper arm. And then we've got those splines right there. You just make sure you match those up with the splines in the wiper arm. Once you have them lined up and the wiper arm pressed down, you can go ahead and install the smaller nut. Make sure you don't over tighten that nut. Once you have it tightened down, install the plastic cover. Next, we need to prep the filler panel. So the first thing we need to do to it, we have this flap seal. The flap seal is going to face out away from the cab. The side we have facing up, we've got these threaded inserts pointing up. So that flap seal is just going to sit on here just like that. With the flap seal on, we're going to take that second roll of foam tape and we're going to cut 2 shorter pieces for the sides. We're just going to go around the outside edges. So one right there. And the only thing you need to pay attention to when you're doing this is make sure you don't cover up the holes. Back over at the machine, we need to remove the A-pillar bolts. So we're going to use 2 14mm sockets to do that. And that's going to allow us to install the A-pillar brackets for the mirrors and the L brackets for the windshield. And you want to hold on to these nuts. We're going to reuse those. But the bolts, you can set those aside. We won't reuse them. Now, one little tip. If you're having issues either getting the bolts out or putting them in, you can use an alignment punch to help line up the roll cage. So the windshield hardware kit is going to come with 2 sizes of silver bolts. And since we are using the A-pillar mounts for the mirrors, we're going to use the longer bolts to mount them up. So we're not going to worry about using these. And for the mirror mounts, with this, the 2 holes, they're going to be facing up, and then each of these brackets, they have a bend to them. So the bend on the passenger side is going to go in towards the cab, and the bend on the driver's side is going to go away from the cab. So we're going to put one of the bolts through there. Then we've got 2 spacers behind that. Then we can go through our roll cage. On the back side of that, we're going to use a spacer. And then I'm going to put the other bolt through along with the spacer. Then we can take that L bracket, set that into place, and we're just going to loosely install the nuts that we originally took off. And we just want this loose so we can adjust it in a later step. So we can go ahead and do those same steps on the driver's side. Next, we're going to install our filler panel. So to do that, you're going to use a 5 and 6mm Allen and a 13mm combo wrench. Now, it's going to be easier if we loosen up the top of this roof. So there's 3 bolts in here. We've got 1 on each side and then 1 through the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out. Now when you install the filler panel, we're just putting the bolts through the middle hole on these gussets on each side, and we're going to use the M8 by 20 millimeter bolts and the M8 nylocks on the back. And then as we set this in place, obviously this flap seal, it's going to be facing out, and those threaded inserts are facing in towards the cab. We'll go ahead and tighten that hardware down and then reinstall the hardware back into the roof. Next, have a friend help you set the windshield in place, and you've got the remaining 6 M8 by 20 millimeter bolts. We're going to stick those through the front of the windshield, through that bracket, and then put the nylock nuts on the back side. Next, we're going to prep our knobs. So we have one of the larger washers that came in the kit. We'll set that on, and then we've got a rubber grommet. We'll do that for both sides, and then just screw these through that windshield frame and into the filler panel. And we're going to leave it loose enough so we can make our adjustments. Now, a quick tip to get everything lined up is to center your adjustment with the knobs and then snug the knobs down. That should be pretty close. Now we need to adjust the windshield from side to side and up and down for the best optimal fit as we tighten everything down. I'm going to start by tightening down the A-pillar mounts, and then once those are good, I'll go back through, tighten those 6 bolts on the bottom. Next, we're going to remove the hand knobs, and we need to get these standoff brackets installed. There's going to be a right and left bracket. Just be aware that the rubber pad is going to face towards the back of the machine. And then, our angles, the short edge of the bracket, that's going to be towards the outside of the vehicle. And then we've got this deeper edge right here. That's going to be towards the inside of the machine. So that's going to be our passenger bracket right there. I'm going to tip this up a little bit, and we're going to install these on the side of the windshield right here. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Then we're going to use a Sharpie to mark the 2 holes we're going to drill through the hood. And I'm just going to use a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill these holes out. Next, we're going to take the smaller bolts that came with the kit. We're going to go through our standoff bracket, through the hole we just drilled. Then on the back side, we're going to install one of these flat washers and a flange nut. And once you have these installed, I'm going to leave the hardware just loose enough we can adjust it a little bit. So I'm just making any final adjustments, then I'm going to tighten the hardware down. Then we can reinstall the knobs and make sure they go in easy. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and install your mirrors. For the mirrors, you're going to use your 13 millimeter box end wrench. We're going to loosen the bolt in the end, keep track of that star washer. We're going to install the bolt through the back side of the mount, install the star washer, and thread the bolt into the mirror. Once you have this adjusted where you want it, you can go ahead and tighten it down. Now we can do the same steps on the other side. Moving on, we have the lower door inserts. So with these, obviously the bigger ones are for the front, smaller ones for the back. Now on all of these, the logo is going to be the outside. So we're going to flip them all over. And we need to install the bulb seal to each of these inserts. So the bulb seal is going to be facing in towards the cab when you press it on. So we'll go ahead and do that on all of the inserts. Now we're going to install our lower door inserts. We're going to start on the front passenger side, but the process will be pretty similar for all the doors. First thing we need to do is remove that outer door skin. So on the inside of the door, we've got all these Phillips head screws. We're just going to remove those. And these Allen ones, you're not going to remove those. Now I'm going to set the lower door insert into place, and I need to line this up. So the very front corner you want to make sure that's flush, and then the whole outside edge, that's going to be flush with the plastic. Once you have that in the correct spot, you can have a friend or a helper go through the bottom and mark all of those slots. Once you have your mounting locations marked, you're going to drill through the center using a 21/64 inch drill bit. Now all we have to do is take one of the bolts, we'll put a washer on it, we're going to go through the bottom of the lower door insert, through the door, and then we'll put one of these nuts on top. Then we'll do the same thing in the other two mounting locations. And before I tighten these down, I'm just going to shut the door, make sure this is going to fit tight and is adjusted correctly. You should be able to move this door or this lower door insert in or out just a little bit. So I want to go about right there. That's fitting pretty good. And then I'll go ahead and tighten the hardware down. Next, you'll want to set the door skin back into place and reinstall all of those screws you just removed. Be really careful if you're going to use a drill to put these back in. It's easy to strip out that plastic. So it might be better if you're not experienced with this, just use a screwdriver. Now the differences for the rear door are going to be that you're only going to have two mounting locations, and it's a good idea to have this door shut after you pull that door skin off. And then you're going to adjust this up for the best fitment. It's going to be pretty flush with these two thicker parts of the door. But once you have that where you want it, make sure you hold it in place and then either mark it from the inside, or you can open the door and have an assistant or friend help you mark those mounting locations. So to finish out the process, you'll just do those same steps for the remaining doors. And that's how you install the Tusk Stage 2 Upgrade Kit on your Honda Talon 1000X-4. If you need this kit, it's available on our website. And if you have any questions about the install process, make sure you leave those questions down in the comments below. Now, if you want to see more helpful content like this for your Honda Talon, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Thanks for watching.